in 2007. So Brandon Phillips celebrating a birthday today and pops up in the
Diamondback strike first in game 2. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat, the latest in a postseason full of big swings for him.
Diamondbacks glad that Moreno took advantage of that.
Popped him up. And then it's out. Adam Wainwright, welcome to the 200-win club.
What an incredible evening. Adam Wainwright picks up win number 200, joining Jesse Haynes and Bob Gibson as the only members of the Cardinals to ever reach 200.
High in the air, deep left center. And that is gone in front of Pride Rock. Cracked on the ground, past first base. Benson scores. Friedel giving the wave. Just now Renfroe gathers. Friedel scores. McLean, green light. He sprints to the plate. They eat it. A bases clearing 3-run triple. De La Cruz with 6 ribbies.
Now he's tied with Greg Maddux for 10th all time.
He gets gutsy and runs into an out.
There it is. Top 10 all-time in strikeouts, Justin Verlander strikes out Abraham Toro, moves past Greg Maddux, 3,370 to Verlander.
In baseball, if you're with the team applying the most pressure, you're with the winner. However, this is never true when purchasing an at-need or pre-need funeral. I'm Kathy Cutis, and I'm here to personally guarantee you will never find a pressurized sales pitch at Cutis. Our trained personnel answer your questions and you make the decisions. If you ever find yourself at a funeral home where you feel pressure, you're in the wrong place. Cutis Funeral Home, affordability with dignity for over 100 years.
It's been a busy one in the yard today, brought to you by Joe's Market Basket, with suburban dads chasing the ultimate outdoor oasis.
Well, Jim, Dad 1 got the start with grass seed and fertilizer, but across the street, Dad 2 picked up the cycle with mulch, rock, topsoil, and pavers.
Mike, we expected action, and today has not disappointed.
And it looks like Dad 1 is going to his closer with delivery service.
With that, we'll take a commercial break to remind our listeners nobody has all your bases covered for the yard like Joe's Market Basket.
Now back to Ameren Total Access, sponsored in part by Bethesda Health Group, providing retirement and assisted living, skilled nursing, memory support, rehab, and in-home care needs for seniors for 135 years.
For energy efficiency needs in Missouri or Illinois, go to Ameren.com/rebates.
It's game 2 of a 4-game series between the Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds, and we have Cardinal baseball just around the corner. But in the meantime, we're going to talk with some good folks from Sky High Travel and also Norwegian Cruise Lines, because you guys are at the ballpark for what reason?
That's right. We're here tonight for Margaritaville night at the ballpark.
I'm digging it. That's Nicole Royer, by the way. And also Norwegian Cruise Lines is here, and that's Nicole Jean. Nicole, you're new to this deal as far as Norwegian Cruise Line.
I am, but very excited to be over here.
So tell me a little bit about what's new at Norwegian Cruise Line.
Yeah, we're at a really exciting time for us. We got our brand newest ship coming out next April. She's going to be launching down in Miami. She's going to be hitting the Caribbean. So think Eastern Caribbean, St. Lucia, Antigua, Barbados. She's going to be able to get you to all those islands.
I like that. I'm a big cruiser, so this is right up my alley. I have to take you up on that. All right, now Margaritaville, this is a big deal here at the ballpark, and I don't know if you noticed or not, because people come out for this particular event. How'd you get involved with it this season?
That's right. Well, first of all, it fits vacation mode, 100%. Second of all, my awesome rep here at the Cardinals. Some conversations led to this night, and also this is something that's treasured in the travel industry. We have so much respect for Jimmy Buffett. This is the first year that he's not here with us, right? So all the nostalgia around tonight is pretty big.
So tell me about Sky High Travel. What do you specialize in?
We specialize in everything. That's what makes us really unique. We're a one-stop shop. We're a storefront. We've won all kinds of awards. We do everything from families to corporate travel, meetings, incentives. You name it, we've got it.
So you cover everything?
Everything. Land, cruise, Europe,
What's
safaris.
The most adventurous package that you offer?
Oh, I would say safari. Yeah. We send a lot of people on safaris. But also, for somebody, a trip, just getting out of the country for the first time is a huge trip. So we take that very seriously, and every single trip means a lot to us.
And Nicole, cruising is a hot business right now.
Oh, it definitely is. I always suggest people start booking a year out because it's so popular. Our ships are getting filled because they're a lot of fun. They're great to be on, and they get you where you need to go.
I always call it the floating resort where you only unpack once. And you see so many different destinations.
Absolutely. We go to more ports than any other cruise liner in the industry, actually.
Is that so?
It is so.
All right. So you guys throwing out a first pitch tonight?
I am.
Or you've been practicing?
I did last night.
Oh, wait a minute. You just started last night. Okay, this ought to be fun. All right. How can people learn more about Sky High Travel and Norwegian Cruise Lines?
If you go to our Facebook page, Sky High Travel, or if you go to our website, shtravelteam.com, you can find all the information and reach out to us through that, or stop by our storefront. We're right in Sunset Hills.
Sounds great. And Norwegian Cruise Lines, what's the best way to book another trip?
The best way is to get with Sky High. They're going to be able to find the ship and also destination that's right for you. And they have us that support them to be able to make sure to get you on the vacation of your dreams.
All right. Sounds like fun. Enjoy the game tonight.
Thank you.
Bring us a winner.
Yes.
Make sure you throw a strike.
Yes.
All right. Cardinal baseball coming up just a bit on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar.
Hey, Missouri. Brendan Donovan here. Cardinals fans love home runs. Ameren, Missouri loves homes that run more efficiently. Right now, they've got cashback offers on a variety of energy-efficient products that can give you more power to be you. Explore details on everything from smart power strips to smart thermostats to energy-efficient HVAC systems. Visit AmerenMissouri.com/EE Home Run to learn more. Offer applies only to qualifying purchases. AmerenMissouri.com/EE Home Run.
Cardinals. Gordon Graceffo just got called up. Gordon, appreciate your time. How are you feeling right now?
I feel good. It's been a pretty surreal past 12 hours, but yeah, it's been great.
Take me through that 12 hours, when you found out, the travel, all that.
I left the stadium in Gwinnett on Thursday night, and our Memphis manager Ben Johnson, called me once I got back to the hotel room, told me I was going up. I didn't believe him at first, just because it's been a crazy week. But yeah, I called my parents, called my friends, called my family. It's been awesome.
How important was it for you in spring training, where you had a lot of success in the big league spring training games?
It's been great. I mean, I think the biggest thing is just getting to know the guys that will eventually be your teammates, because I mean, you're always going to need that to make the adjustment process a little better, a little quicker. And I mean, it's nice to have guys you can lean on once you get here for questions or anything you need.
You'll be working out of the bullpen here at the beginning. What's the message to you? What does that role look like for you?
Just attack the hitters. Just be yourself. I mean, you're here for a reason. You belong here. And just go out and be yourself.
Is there any discomfort with moving into the bullpen when you've been a starter all year?
No, I think I can pitch in any role. And I'm here to do whatever they need me to do. So,
the mental process of, you've been considered a top pitching prospect, that sort of thing, for so long. Does it get in your head of, when is this going to happen?
No, you kind of try to ignore it. You kind of trust the process, trust your routine down in the minors, and then I mean, when the day comes, and you can't really control it. A lot of stuff's got to happen up top for you to be called up, and it's out of your control 99% of the time. So, I mean, I was trying to take it a day at a time in Memphis and let it happen.
You have a lot of friends and family here tonight?
Yeah, I'm like 30, 40 tickets. Yeah.
Gordon, thanks for your time. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
That is Gordon Graceffo as we go inside the clubhouse built by Window Nation. Back with more in a moment. It's Ameren Total Access on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar.
1967, 1982, 2006, 2011. The best Cardinal teams work together in a way that makes everything seem easy and effortless. You'll get the same winning feeling from Sumner One, the official document technology partner of the St. Louis Cardinals. From printers to copiers to Total IT Solutions, they're the team you can trust to get everything working together seamlessly. Sumner One is the one place where everything works. See them in action at sumner1.com.
Want to train like the Cardinals? With Win Reality, hitters train in virtual reality. It's the most realistic hitting experience for baseball and softball, with over 600 real pitchers for all levels. Train with Win at home. Dominate on the field, build confidence, improve, and compete just like your favorite players. Win makes getting to your next level fast and fun. So when your moment comes, you're ready. Join Win and the Cardinals for the next generation of baseball training.
Terry Crouppen here. Our Cardinals are winners because they have a team of top talent that works together. My team, Brown & Crouppen, has a winning record for the same reason. When an injury puts you on the bench, Brown & Crouppen has the talent and the experience to get you all the compensation you deserve. Call Brown & Crouppen today at 222-2222. We'll get you back in the game. The choice of an attorney is important and shouldn't be based solely on advertising.
Have you seen the incredible new apartments at Tesson Ridge in South County? It's elevated living at its finest. The size of the units, some are as big as houses. The lake, the walking trail, the fitness center, the pool, it's a must-see. Enjoy secure underground parking, convenient elevator access, all the amenities you could ever need. This property is a major home run. Come home to Tesson Ridge for an exceptional independent lifestyle experience. Visit TessonRidge.com to schedule a tour. Tesson Ridge, the real MVP of modern living.
Greetings, fellow citizens of Cardinal Nation. While thousands of Redbird watchers ride Metro Transit to game after game all season long, they're far from the only ones. Frosty beverage vendors and field box ushers count on Metro too. Never mind countless peddlers of peanuts, pretzels, and pennants. By all of us taking Metro to the old ball game, we prove there's a lot more riding on Metro than people. Ride on, Redbirds. A message from your Metro Transit home team.
What makes for a great vacation? Depends on who you ask. Are you looking to get away or bring everyone together? Do you want to get outside and play or see a play at the plate? Fortunately, however you operate, I'm the destination you've been looking for. The name's Missouri, but you can call me Mo. And I have just one question. What's your MO? Come see me at visitmo.com.
Thanks for listening to Ameren Total Access. First pitch is coming up. Now, final thoughts on today's game. Sponsored in part by Joe's Market Basket.
For energy efficiency needs in Missouri or Illinois, go to Ameren.com/rebates.
Wrapping up this edition of Ameren Total Access across the Cardinals radio network, Cardinals-Reds Game 2 of a 4-game series tonight. The Cardinals playing game number 81 of their schedule tonight. That marks the halfway point of the 162-game schedule. Last year at the halfway point, they were 34-47, so they will be better than that no matter what, sitting with a record of 41-39 going into this game tonight. Also this evening, the Cardinals are wearing their City Connect jerseys. It's the 4th time of 12 scheduled appearances for the City Connects. So far, so good. The Cardinals, they are undefeated when wearing the City Connect jerseys this season. Also of note, yesterday, Nolan Arenado hit a home run. It was just his second home run of the season at Busch Stadium. However, he might be performing at the plate a little bit better than some might think. Now, he's still looking for more extra base hits, home runs, and doubles for sure. But when you look at his last 13 games, he is 15-49, good for a .306 average. Someone else who is hitting it well here recently, that would be Brendan Donovan. When you look at his last 19 games, Donovan is hitting .370. That's 27 of 73. He has 8 extra base hits and 15 RBIs over the course of his last 19 games. So he is certainly somebody that has been performing at a pretty high level here recently. When you look at the lineup, lineup, and much more on the starting pitching matchup and also the lineup with Ricky coming up in just a few moments. But it is of note that when you look at the top of the lineup right now, Brendan Donovan's in the 1 spot, Wilson Contreras in the 2 spot, and Alec Burleson in the 3 spot, followed by Paul Goldschmidt. And Goldschmidt's really been swinging a hot bat as well. Those 4 guys, and Contreras is still trying to find his swing since coming off the injured list. But it feels like those top 4 guys are guys that absolutely can contribute to some run scoring. So we'll wait and see if it is going to work out that way this evening. As far as what else is going on around baseball, the Cubs and Brewers are beginning a series tonight in Milwaukee. The Brewers very good at 48 and 33. The Cubs not so good at 38 and 44. The pitching matchup tonight, the Cubs will send right-hand pitcher Jameson Taillon to the mound. He enters 4-3. He's got a solid 2.90 ERA. He could be an interesting trade target if the Cubs don't turn things around at some point this year, based off the year that he's having. And then Colin Ray going for the Brewers. He's had a nice season as well. He's 6-2, and he has a solid 3.62 ERA. Going into that game tonight. And then the only other game involving an NL Central team tonight, it's the Pirates and the Braves. That game being played in Atlanta, and it is already underway. They are currently in the top of the 3rd inning, 1 out. The Braves are sitting with a 1-0 lead. Austin Riley hit a home run. It was his 9th dinger of the season. He hits that off of Martin Perez, who is on the mound today for the Buccos. So far for Perez, he's gone 2 innings, allowing 1 run on 2 hits with 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, giving up that home run. 42 pitches for Perez through his first 2 innings, and we will keep you updated on that as we go along through the course of the evening. Also do want to remind you about Friday Night Live at Lowe's coming up tonight, immediately following the game, and just a little bit of the Mercy Cardinals post-game show. We are going to head across the street to the Bullock at Lowe's, and we are going to hear tonight from Benji Molina as he is going to talk with both Ricky Horton and Mike Claiborne. That conversation will begin maybe 20-25 minutes after the final pitch of this game is thrown, maybe even before that. So if you are looking for something to do this evening, it is always a great time to head on over for Friday Night Live at Lowe's. Great food, great drinks. You can sit back, you can listen to what is always just a fantastic conversation. And again, our very good friend Benji Molina is going to be the featured guest coming up this evening. So hopefully you will be able to stop on by. If you don't stop on by, you can certainly be tuned in right here across the Cardinals radio network. In our game tonight, it's Andre Palante on the mound for the Cardinals, 3-3, 5.23 ERA. Frankie Montas going for the Reds, 3-5, 4.48 ERA. Cardinals baseball next on the Cardinals radio network.
Backing up is Nootbaar. He's at the track. He jumps, and he caught it! He caught it!
This is Lars Nootbaar. The Cardinals Kids Club, presented by Rollins and Haichu, is the official club for fans 13 and under. Members receive exclusive benefits, like 2 tickets, merch, and access to members-only events. Join at cardinals.com/kids club. See you at the ballpark. St. Louis Cardinals, for the Lou.
Life is full of bold moments, like a surprise wedding engagement or a surprise check engine light again. When life calls for bold purchases, you need a bank like BOS. BOS gives you the tools to manage short-term money needs and expert guidance for long-term financial goals. Because to us, banking is about helping people do more with their money. Are you ready for a better banking experience? Then make the bold move and switch to BOS today. Visit bankwithbos.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Experience the legendary life at Horseshoe St. Louis Casino. Join the excitement on the casino floor. Catch all the live action at the sports bar. Unwind at the Four Seasons Spa. And experience Gordon Ramsay's renowned cooking style and infamous personality at his newest restaurant, Ramsay's Kitchen, located inside the Four Seasons Hotel. Ideally situated in the heart of downtown, close to the ballpark, Horseshoe St. Louis Casino has it all. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Know when to stop before you start. Gambling problem? Call 1-888-BETS-OFF.
I'm Amy Mark Scores.
And I'm Chris Ranji. Hey, Amy, what's our show about?
Oh, gosh, everything. News, national, local.
We care about the community here in St. Louis.
We do.
Are we smart?
Oh, so smart.
Are we funny?
Hilarious.
Well, mostly.
Do we only talk news?
No.
sports, entertainment,
life.
It's all great stuff, and you should listen.
Absolutely.
The Chris and Amy Show. Weekday mornings beginning at 10 on KMOX.
Swings and he hits a drive. Deep left center field to the track, the wall, and it's a gunner.
It's time for St. Louis Cardinals baseball. Cardinals baseball is brought to you by Budweiser, official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser and enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment. By your quality Ford dealers, the official vehicles of the St. Louis Cardinals. By Schnucks. Earn 2% back on every purchase with the Schnucks Rewards app. By Shelter Insurance. Shelter offers great rates and award-winning service for your auto, home, and life insurance. Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com. By Explore St. Louis. Learn all about the great things to do in St. Louis. Visit explorestlouis.com. By Central Bank, the hometown bank of the St. Louis Cardinals. By the Painting and Decorating Foundation. And by Sonic Drive-In. Live free, eat Sonic. Now, St. Louis Cardinals baseball.
Welcome to St. Louis Cardinals baseball from Busch Stadium. It's the Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds Friday night baseball. And it is Game 2 of the series. The Cardinals lost Game 1 here last night as the Reds, well, they went to hitting, and they did it early. They scored at least once in the first 5 innings and 11 runs in total on 16 hits. Miles Michaelis picked up the loss. He's 6-7. Andrew Abbott did not have command, but he picked up the win on the other side for Cincinnati. And the Cardinals and the Reds go at it again here tonight. The Cardinals 2 games over 500. They are still in second place in the Central Division of the National League, 6.5 games out. This is Ricky Horton. I'll be alongside the voice of the Cardinals, John Rooney. Jim Jackson is our producer-engineer. Mike Claiborne with us as well. We got a lot going on at the ballpark here tonight, as it is Paul Goldschmidt City Connect bobblehead night, so that's part of what's going on. We also have Margaritaville night, and we know folks always have fun with that particular day. Some news for the Cardinals. Gordon Graceffo has been recalled from AAA, and he may make his Major League debut here tonight. 23-year-old pitcher who pitched collegiately at Villanova, 5th-round choice for the Cardinals in 2021, was 8-5 in AAA with a 3.84 ERA, and he was the Cardinals minor league pitcher of the year in 2022. Unfortunately, they had to send out Kyle Leahy, the Cardinals did, who pitched very well out of their bullpen. Let's look at our starters here tonight, and it'll be a rematch of the game on the 29th of May, and that was in Cincinnati. Frankie Montas for the Reds and Andre Palante for the Cardinals, who got the best of that particular start. Palante went 6 innings, did not give up a run, gave up just 3 hits, walked 3 in beating Cincinnati. His overall record 3-3 with a 5.23 ERA. And on the other side, Montas is 3-5 with a 4.48. In that particular game against the Cardinals, he gave up 3 runs in 5 innings, didn't pitch terribly, and he is making start number 15 here today. So it'll be Montas from the Dominican, Andre Palante from California. There's your starters here tonight. The Reds and the Cardinals. Game number 81, the halfway point of the season, is tonight at Busch Stadium. I'll have the lineups for you when we come back.
Discover a great baseball getaway in historic St. Charles, Missouri, just 20 minutes west of Busch Stadium. St. Charles offers the comfort and value of a smaller town, but with nightlife and attractions that are sure to please. Take in the high-energy excitement at Ameristar or bike the Katy Trail. Add a Cardinals game, and it's a weekend you won't soon forget. Discover a great baseball getaway. Discover St. Charles. Book your stay now at discoverstcharles.com.
Produced in cooperation with Visit Missouri.
Lowe's knows owning a project means owning the right tools. And during Craftsman Days, you can save big on what you need from a brand you trust. Get a free Select V20 tool when you buy a Select Battery 2-pack. Plus, get your choice of the V20 string trimmer or leaf blower for only $99. Find these savings and more today. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 7/10. While supplies last. Selection varies by location.
A swing and a long one. Home run, Mason Wynn.
Gear up with City Connect merchandise and the chance to meet Mason Wynn. The first 250 customers who make a purchase of $250 or more in City Connect merchandise at the Cardinals team store at Busch Stadium or Cardinals Authentics in Ballpark Village will receive a ticket to an event with Cardinals shortstop Mason Wynn. The Mason Wynn meet and greet will be Friday, July 26th from 11 till 12:30.
This is Mason Wynn, St. Louis Cardinals, for the Lou.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing.
I mean, you could put that money towards that zero-turn lawnmower you've always wanted. And after using its edge-shaping technology to meticulously sculpt the face of the Mona Lisa into your grass, you'll become the undisputed king of Saturday morning lawn care, leaving your neighbor and sworn enemy Gary to question his place in the delicate neighborhood ecosystem. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
KMOX, the Cardinals play here.
Welcome back to Busch Stadium. It's the Cardinals and the Reds. The Reds have lost 8 of their last 12. Last season, the Reds had a really good year. They were 82-80. They were off to a rough start this year. They've got a lot of good talent, but they have been dealing with a ton of injuries, and they still have some they're dealing with. But they've got some guys back. They have Noelvi Marte back from the 80-game suspension for performance-enhancing drugs that he was involved in, and he had 3 hits here yesterday, so he has come back with a vengeance. He's just 22 years old. He's an outstanding player, and of course so is Ellie De La Cruz at the age of 22. The Cardinals' 22-year-old phenom has the off day here today, a scheduled off day, and that's Mason Wynn, and we may or may not see him late in the game. Let's take a look at the lineups. David Bell, the 51-year-old manager for the Reds, 6th year managing the club, was a Cardinal player from 95 through 98, and here's his lineup. Jonathan India will lead things off, and he will play second base. He has been red hot. He had 2 hits here yesterday. He has 17 hits in his last 33 at-bats. Ellie De La Cruz will bat second and play shortstop. He's a switch hitter. He does have 106.
The Reds got 2 hits, but De La Cruz struck out, and Nick Martini grounded into a double play. Strikeouts of Donovan and Contreras. That's the beginning of the night for Frankie Montas. And 2-2 on Alec Burleson. Burleson standing deep in the box, and a pitch clock violation. So it's a 3-2 count on Burleson. Mentioned, Ricky, that Burleson's 0 for 8, but to give you an idea how hot he has been, 11 for his last 25.
And then the 2 guys he got out were both lefties. So it's kind of an odd thing with Palante, something, he's again trying to even out a little bit as his career moves along.
Designated hitter Santiago Espinal takes a pitch up and away. 95, backhanded by Wilson Contreras. Espinal had a 1 for 5 game last night. 5 hits in his last 26 at-bats. He comes in hitting .202. Standing deep in the box, he swings and was jammed, fouling it off to the right. Maryville University offers market-relevant programs in partnership with local and national corporations, so students gain the skills they need to succeed in the workforce of the future. Learn more at maryville.edu. On 1-1, Palante with the leg kick, the pitch. Fastball, belt high, outside corner, called a ball. 2-1. Crawford plays a deep shortstop. Up the middle, it's Gorman. Check swing, and that's a ball high. 3-1. 3-1 on Santiago Espinal with Will Benson on deck. The Cardinals had a runner with 2 outs, but a caught stealing ended the inning. Paul Goldschmidt will lead off the second. The 3-1 here for Espinal. He swings and pops it up. Middle infield. Crawford says it's all mine. He's right. He makes the catch. Good pitch there by Palante and weak contact for out number 2.
Yeah, and against the right-hander, and that's precisely what we were talking about. He threw that sinker down and in, and he jammed him badly. And if he can get that kind of working and just be able to use both sides of the plate against a right-handed batter, that's going to just elevate his ceiling. I mean, right now you think of him as a spot starter type, and he's had some good starts, John. I mean, there have been times, think about his rookie season, he was really good, both out of the bullpen and as a starter for the Cardinals, so he's got it in him.
Well, his last start was at Washington that year, and he went into the 9th inning. He was the winner that day. The pitch. Check swing, and on the appeal, no swing. Montas stepped off through to the second baseman, India, who tagged Burleson out for a caught stealing. The first time Alec has been caught stealing this season. Goldschmidt takes an off-speed pitch low, a split-finger pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I didn't mind him going and giving a shot at that because the count was 0-2. And a big league hitter gets 0-2. Their aggregate batting average, John, is in the low 100s. I mean, it's tough. Pitchers carve you up after that.
Swing and a foul ball out of play. A ball and 2 strikes on Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt is hitting .230. He has 70 hits, 10 of those doubles, and 10 for home runs. 32 runs batted in. He is 6 for his last 26. The windup, the 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. Well, you just keep hoping and hoping that today's the day for Arenado and Goldschmidt.
I agree.
To begin a run that ends up sometime maybe toward the end of October. The 2-2 pitch. Outside, a full count. Luke Maile was just holding the glove where he caught the ball, but it was off the outside corner, ball 3. Goldschmidt has walked 29 times, striking out 98. Montas with the 3-2 pitch. A swing and a ground ball to the first baseman. Backhanded by Steer. Underhanding to Montas. 3-1 on the out. And with Steer playing so far off the line, he was able to keep the ball from going on through into right field. Schnooks is stepping up to the plate with a new sweet treat. When the Cardinals hit a home run, you score 1 free freshly made donut the next day at Schnooks using the digital coupon only in the Schnooks Rewards app and while supplies last. Haven't had a home run in a while.
No, we have not.
Montas goes after Nolan Gorman. Gorman swings, hitting a foul ball out of play off to the left. Montas, he shows the baseball with a split finger grip. Now, of course, he can change that as he puts the hand into the glove.
So he starts with that, and he either keeps it there or moves to something simpler to grip.
The 1-strike pitch, foul ball, back to the screen.
The reason you do that is if you start with a simple grip and then you come into your glove and you start moving it around, players start to think that you are creating this split finger, and they can read that. So you start with the more complicated grip, put that in your glove, and it's a lot simpler to just move it and make it a fastball from there.
The 0-2 pitch, a fastball, swung on and missed. Gorman strikes out for the 106th time.
Talking about home runs, Arenado homered yesterday, but the Cardinals had not homered in 4 straight games prior.
No, not many home runs lately. Not the way that Burleson was hitting home runs, Donovan chipping in. Gorman had the big road trip where he was hitting home runs, driving in runs. What do you have, 6 homers and 10 RBIs?
On 1 road trip.
But yesterday, the line drive home run just got out of here for this man, Nolan Arenado. 7 homers and 34 RBIs, a .258 hitter. Arenado head-to-head with Montas, 2 for 6 with a homer and 4 RBIs. India plays up the middle at second base, a deep shortstop for De La Cruz. Outside, ball 1. Montas has a pitch count of 29 through 2 outs in the second.
Arenado has homered against Montas, but it was Matt Carpenter who homered against him on the 29th of May. He's in the on-deck circle.
There's a swing, and the ball is popped into short center field. Is that going to get down? It is. It falls in front of Fairchild and beyond the reach of De La Cruz. And I don't think Nolan could have thrown that one any better than he hit it.
The outfield plays deep for Arenado, as they should, and so when you get a jam shot in India at the top of the order for David Bell's Reds here in the 3rd inning in a scoreless game. The next delivery is grounded, and that's foul just past the third base bag, and Fairchild almost hit that third base bag. Arenado was pretty close to the line, but almost a double, but almost doesn't count in this game. Fairchild made a really nice catch in center field yesterday. He had a 2-hit game, drove in 2 runs, and everybody in the Reds drove in at least one run except for Espinal. So they had, they had a fun night. Their players did. Fairchild, that's right-handed. He's up in the plate, very close to the plate, and deep in the box. The next pitch to him is inside. Looks like you could jam him, but if a hitter's up on the plate, I know from experience that means they like the ball in, and they're wanting you to throw it in. And they are comfortable they can hit it in. They're worried about the outer half. They don't think they can reach that. The 1-2 delivery is a swing and a miss on a pitch outside. He strikes out Fairchild, and that is 3 strikeouts for Palante in a game brought to you by Budweiser, official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser. Enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment. Palante has a good curveball today. He's had 2 strikeouts with that pitch. 2 hits for Cincinnati. India and Steele have those hits. And it's Maley first plate appearance, a check swing and a little tapper foul over towards the Cardinals dugout. And 3 Cardinals tried to catch it with their hat, and none of them were able to make the play. They leaned over the railing, and they just could not make it. A lot easier with gloves, that's for sure. The 1-strike pitch is low, or was it? Perfect sinker, and it didn't go his way, but Sean Barber said it was a ball, so we'll have to go with that. Charlie Ramos, the umpire, at first. Hunter Wendelstedt is the crew chief. He's at second. Gabe Morales down at third. Really nice night here at Busch Stadium. The 1-1 delivery is a breaking pitch, and that's tapped towards third. It's going to be a tough play for Arenado. He barehands it, throws him out. Wow. Well done, Nolan Arenado. Defense has been superb in this series. The outfield play, I mentioned Fairchild's play, but Dylan Carlson made 2 really good plays in right. Donovan made a good play in left, and really the outfield defense was good here last night, and the infield defense, particularly Arenado, was fantastic there. So 2 outs, and the top of the order in India, who singled his first time, and he grounds this one, and that's fair, past Arenado, off his glove and down the left field line. Nolan's going to have to chase it down, and it is going to be a double for India. And after it hit off the glove of Arenado, it was too far away from everybody to keep India from going to second. And he has now had 7 straight games with multiple hits. Only in the 3rd inning, and he has a single and a double already. A single and the double in the first 2 innings yesterday. So he is in fuego, no doubt about that. We're in the 3rd inning. India in scoring position for Ellie De La Cruz. Batting from the left side, and the pitch to him is taken outside. Changeup from Palante, ball 1. De La Cruz is a really fun player to watch. Open stance at the plate, stands 6'7" for a shortstop. There's a swing and a ground ball foul, and he almost got it inside the third base bag also. 1-1 the count on De La Cruz, who does strike out a lot. He struck out for the 107th time in the first inning. Palante has 3 of those. He's not walked a batter yet. Donovan with 3 assists in left, Burleson with 4 assists in right. India runs well at second base. Palante holds him there and delivers to De La Cruz low, 2-1. Couldn't get him to offer at that. "22-year-old Ellie De La Cruz has 38 stolen bases to lead all of baseball. Had a triple here last night. The pitch to him is swung on and missed. He may have tipped that into the glove of Contreras. Game time temperature was at 86 degrees. Really nice crowd here tonight. Love playing games in the division, especially. Reds and the Cardinals here tonight, and Palante steps off, so that will be a disengagement. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Big pitch here to De La Cruz, perhaps. Long pause by Palante. The 2-2 pitch is grounded right back to him. He's got it on one hop, and he jogs over towards first and underhands it to Goldschmidt, and that'll do it. The Reds strand their second runner of the night. We go to the bottom of the third, no score.
There's a big red barn where you say green orange.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
That you can trust with your home. They have been in business for 56 years, since 1968. Mention me, Tom Ackerman, and receive 20% off an installed outdoor project with Chesterfield Fence and Deck, chesterfieldfence.com. The sign you have the very best.
Michael Ciani leads off bottom of the third inning, and he takes a pitch outside. Ball 1 from Frankie Montas. Ciani, a former Cincinnati Red, has hit in 4 straight games. Average up to 234, I would say that's pretty respectable. He was very low for a bit, but he's learned to hit the ball the other way, and the next pitch is hammered to the right side, and that is going back towards the wall, and it's off the wall. Ciani headed towards second base, and they will have a play on him there, but he slides in safely. Good throw from Benson and Wright, who played that perfectly off the proficient sign in that right field, and Ciani turned on that one for his 5th double of the year. So the Cardinals may be in business here in the bottom of the third inning. Award-winning Katie's Pizza and Pasta, featuring regional Italian cuisine with a modern twist, is just steps away from Busch Stadium at Ballpark Village. Visit today. Make a reservation at katiespizzandpasta.com. So Donovan will try to move him to at least third base, and preferably past that. Donnie struck out his first time, and Donnie leads the club. I think you could probably win a bar bet with this one. Who is leading the Cardinals in RBIs? That's the question. Whose hand is going to raise and say Brendan Donovan?
Mine.
You're in mine? But maybe most people in that bar, maybe not. There's a strike, or pitch low, 2-0 says the scoreboard. Thought he called that a strike, and he did.
He did. It's 1-1.
He's changing the count to 1-1. Late call, and that's what I think fooled everybody. The 1-1 pitch is outside. Now it's 2-1. Again, he's telling both sides, despite what the scoreboard says, that the count is 2-1.
No,
so
2-1.
Both dugouts know, and they're not confused. Ciani, good speed at second base. Donovan at the plate, and the pitch is swung on and missed. 2-2.
Splitter right there.
Way out in front of that splitter. He's got a good one, no question about it.
Tell you, the ball that Ciani hit high off the wall.
It did. Donnie has to move the runner now. Somehow, some way. Ground the ball to the second baseman. At least do that. There's a ground ball to the second baseman. India has it, flips it underhand, and boy, Donnie is coachable, isn't he?
He is. Right on cue.
We coached him from up here, and he can't even hear us.
How about an ID?
Well, let's do that. Before
you're coachable,
Wilson Contreras bats sometimes. Let's have that ID on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar.
Score big with One Cardinal Way Luxury Apartments, now leasing studio, 1 and 2 bedroom units. For current availability, visit onecardinalway.com and schedule your tour today.
KMOX, KEZK HD2, K254CR St. Louis.
Along with the voice of the Cardinals, John Rooney, I'm Ricky Horton. We have a scoreless game, bottom of the third. Runner at third base is Ciani, and it is Contreras at the plate. The first pitch to him is low and away, and that almost got past the catcher, Maley, who was forced into the game yesterday. I mean, he didn't have to beg him. He was ready to do it, but the starting catcher had to leave abruptly seconds before the game because his wife, he found out, went into labor. The 1-0 pitch is inside, 2-0.
So you're telling me that they said, you need to catch tonight. Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll catch a big league. I'll play a kid's game for a living. All right, I'll do it.
All right.
The 2-0 delivery is swung on and missed by Contreras.
There was no give to Montas on that one, 95 below the zone. Contreras looked for something down the middle, did not get it. Not the elevation he wanted.
The 2-1 delivery is outside, 3-1, so the count's still in his favor, even more so now. Contreras, 3-time All-Star, struck out his first time. Montas has 3 of those, and he's working from the windup. And they kind of, it's unclear sometimes when a pitcher who kind of throws the same way from the stretch and the windup, you have to declare. And that declaration is important for the runner at third base to know what kind of lead you can get off a third. But he is working and also changes what's a balk and what's not. The 3-1 delivery is low, ball 4. He walked Contreras. So Ciani is the runner at third. Now Contreras at first. He's going to have to contend with Alec Burleson. I think this is good for the Cardinals. Burley is a good situational hitter.
Good fly ball hitter. He has 1 RBI with a sacrifice fly, but has hit 12 home runs. He's behind Gorman's 16 for the home run lead on the Cardinal club.
And he's behind Donovan 5 in the RBI leadership. And he is moving up that chart quickly. Runners at first and third. 1 out. Scoreless game. Bottom of the third. The pitch to Burley is swung on and fouled at the plate. Strike 1. Three hits for the Reds, 2 hits for the Cardinals. Errorless game so far. Again, the defense has been good so far in this series. In fact, both clubs pretty good defensively as far as the National League rankings. Burleson, bat held high, and the next pitch to him is swung on and fouled at the plate. Contreras jumping around at first base, and he is, I'm not sure whether he's trying to get the pitcher rattled. He's rattling me a little bit.
Well, the last time up, Burleson had a 9-pitch plate appearance, earning a walk.
Needs to get the ball into the outfield. That's what the situation calls for here. But he's in the hole 0-2. Somehow has to find a way to get Ciani in from third base. The pitch to Burleson is taken low, 1-2. Good eye there. That looked like the split. And he was not going to bite on it. Montas, 31 years old. He stands 6'2" from the Dominican, and the next pitch to Burley is popped up in shallow center field, and backing up is the shortstop, De La Cruz. He catches it, tagging, trying to score from third is Ciani, and he's going to make it. He scores on a pop out to the shortstop, and heading to second base and sliding in safely is Wilson Contreras. Oh, what a gutsy move that was. 1-0 Cardinals. That may be the shortest sacrifice fly I've ever seen.
Well, De La Cruz can throw, but the throw sailed up the third base line and got past Maley. That allowed Contreras to get into scoring position. So an E6 allowing Contreras second base.
And that is the 16th error for Ellie De La Cruz. So Contreras in scoring position for Goldschmidt. 1-0 Cardinals. Goldie with 32 RBIs on the year. That was the 37th for Burley. And there's a hard hit ball but foul down the right field line. And that's going to be hit to somebody that probably has a baseball hit by Paul Goldschmidt and a bobblehead of Paul Goldschmidt in the same night.
I hope it didn't break the bobblehead.
Let's hope not. Goldie with 10 homers, 32 RBIs. Nice lead off a second by Contreras. The pitch is inside, 1-1. Wind is blowing out towards left field. Really a nice crowd here today. There are a fair number of folks from Cincinnati down to our left. I heard them during the introduction of the players. 1-1 pitch. Of course, the Cardinal fans travel well, too. Swinging a foul off to the right. And another souvenir delivered by Mr. Goldschmidt. Margaritaville night here at the ballpark. Folks are having a good time before the game. Also a terrific job with the national anthem. My goodness. That was an all-star performance is what that was. The 1-2 pitch is outside, 2-2. Cardinals also announcing that the 10th of July will be Whitey Herzog night here at the ballpark, celebrating the life of Whitey Herzog. His family will be here and many others. So we thought we'd let you know about that. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch to Goldschmidt is taken low, 3-2 with Gorman on deck. Isaac Bruce will be here tomorrow. It'll be the 32nd annual Christian Day at the ballpark. Program after the game, and Isaac Bruce will be a part of that. Part of the greatest show on turf with the Rams. The 3-2 pitch, grounded sharply to short. De La Cruz has this one, and his throw is low, and it's dug out by the first baseman Steer. And Contreras would have scored had that play not been made there at first base, but the Cardinals do pick up a run. Sacrifice fly to the shortstop.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Head to the ballpark the weekend of July 12th through the 14th when the Cardinals host the Chicago Cubs. This weekend showdown includes a Saturday day-night doubleheader. Tickets start at just $15. That's the Cardinals and the Cubs July 12th through the 14th at Busch Stadium. Get your tickets today at Cardinals.com.
This is Matt Carpenter, St. Louis Cardinals for the Lou.
KingdomOX.com is Cardinals Radio.
Top of the 4th inning, 1-0 Cardinals. The Redbirds getting on the board first. A leadoff Ciani double, who's hit .393 since the 16th of June. He has been outstanding, and he scores the first run of this game against his former teammates. And it's strike one delivered to Spencer Steer. He's leading off the fourth. It'll be the middle of the order for the Reds. Steer singled his first time up the middle, and he takes a pitch low, 1-1. Steer may be their best hitter. He has the most RBIs, 51 of them. 10 home runs. Had 3 hits in this series already. Really came on strong last season. The Reds had a lot of good young players. Swing and a foul, and he missed a hanger. Oh, boy. You can tell when the pitch is hanging. If you've thrown them, you especially know the feeling, but you can see it. If you kind of look for the ball top of the zone, it's spinning, and maybe you can't see the spin of a baseball perhaps, but you can tell that it's just up and really not doing too much and not the same kind of velocity. And Palante's asking for some help with his pitch comm. Took his hat off and let the home plate umpire know that there is a pitch comm dilemma. And it's interesting, the home plate umpire is actually asking for proof, it looks like. He won't let the two of them talk, and now finally he's going over to the Cardinals and saying, okay. I wonder if baseball's getting wise to the pitch comm, I want to take a break conversation. And I feel like he didn't believe Palante. I mean, how can you not believe Andre Palante? He started shaking his head. Oh, he's calling it a pitch clock violation. That's what he was saying. Because Andre kind of stepped off because he couldn't hear. And I don't know what the protocol is on that. Why can't you step off and say, I can't hear the sign? I mean, you have to step off. You can't step off with nobody on. That's going to be a pitch clock violation. But you don't get the disengagement that way. But I feel like how else do you tell the umpire that you can't hear with the pitch count? That's kind of confusing to me. We'll have to get to the bottom of that problem. 2 balls, 2 strikes is the count. Regardless, new pitch comm in place. The 2-2 delivery is a little bit low, 3-2, and he did not go on the appeal, according to Charlie Ramos. Leadoff batter here in the 4th inning is Spencer Steele. The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He struck him out. Palante has had a strikeout an inning here as he works in the 4th. Discovery's Shark Week theme night returns to Busch Stadium on Wednesday, July 10th. With the purchase of a theme ticket, fans will take home a shark-inspired Cardinals cap presented by St. Louis Aquarium at Union Station. What a great place that is. A chance to visit that in the off-season. It was so much fun. I enjoyed that immensely. Tickets and info at cardinals.com/theme.
You really got your teeth into that one.
I did. Well, there's this little pool that you put your hand in, and those fish that like to feed off your skin kind of swarm you. Forgot what they're called. But it's kind of an eerie feeling, but it's not piranhas, John. Don't worry.
Jim said sharks.
I wondered why my hand was so bloody.
Well, you came back with a stub.
But it is let's just say it's a fun experience at the aquarium. You'll see everything you want to see. 2-1 the count. I mean, if you can't, like there were squids there, petting the squids. You've done that before over at the aquarium. Jim says all the time. There's a swing and a foul. Somebody can tweet me what the name of those fish are at the aquarium. That.
What the fish are at the aquarium?
That like to eat the skin off of your...
okay, I'm glad you qualified.
I had more to say.
Yeah, okay.
That take the... kind of nibble at your skin, and it's kind of a weird feeling, but it's kind of fun, interesting. 2-2 delivery is bounce foul. And it's not a shark, I'm telling you. Somebody's going to tell me this very quickly, I know.
Alligator. 2-0 Cubs at Milwaukee, bottom of the 4th on the Dobbs Tire and Auto Center scoreboard.
So who are we rooting for, John?
I'm rooting for Milwaukee right now.
Yeah, I know, but rooting for the Cubs just doesn't feel right.
Doesn't.
The 2-2 delivery is a little bit low. 3-2 the count on Nick Martini, who bounced into a double play his first time.
Well, usually we're fans of the Cardinals and anyone playing the Cubs.
Palante, the high set, and he's ready to go with a 3-2 delivery. And it's on its way, and it's a called strike 3, just in at the knees. Martini thought it was low, and Palante has back-to-back strikeouts here to start the 4th inning.
Martini was shaken by that call.
He was. Oh, boy, here we go with the Martinis again. I don't know anything about those, John.
No,
I know about fish. I don't know about martinis.
That's fishy.
It is. Definitely. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Noelby Marte, who's a really good player. 3 for 5 yesterday. And he's going to be a really good one for the Reds. He's going to continue to develop, only 22 years old. And the next delivery to him is bounced to third. Arenado has it on 3 hops, and a strong throw is in time to get Marte. Very good 1-2-3 inning for Andre Palante, and it sends us to the bottom of the 4th inning, 1-0 Cardinals.
Cardinals Care silent auctions allow fans the opportunity to win.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
That's why Raising Cane's iced tea is the official iced tea of iced tea. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Cane's is now open in Edwardsville.
Nolan Gorman misses or takes a pitch that's outside as the plate was missed by the pitcher Frankie Montas, the changeup that he tried to float into the outside corner, and we are underway here in the 4th inning. Montas, and it's a swing and a miss.
Dr. Fish?
There have been a lot of those. Well, I'm going to follow up on that.
Is that Dr. Fish?
It's called the Dr. Fish, John, and I got several people on Twitter, and I got a text from Mrs. Horton on this one, so she was all over that. She's listening on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar, so thanks, Ann, for that. But some people get it. It's called a fish pedicure. You can actually have these fish kind of just nibble on your feet in the water, and they're called Gara rufa or Dr. Fish. And they're native to the Middle East. And if you've not been at the aquarium, haven't had that experience, I recommend it. Ground ball hit sharply, but right to the second baseman, India. And he throws out Gorman, and now you know the rest of that story. Don't miss your chance to get discounted Cardinal tickets. Get 8 or more gallons of gas at a participating station using the MyPhillips 66 Fuel Forward app. You receive 2-for-1 Cardinal tickets. For more information, visit cardinals.com/Phillips66. Dr. Fish not included. Nolan Arenado singled his first time. Kind of a bloop single in the center field. Got jammed. Oh, good swing there. He fouls it straight back. Strike 1 on Arenado. Love to see him put it together. Montas has his sign, goes into the windup, and the pitch is an off-speed pitch low. That splitter really has good break to it.
I don't know if Nolan was tipped off to that splitter, but he moved up about 6 inches in the batter's box before Montas released the pitch.
Next pitch is outside. That's a good question. Jack Clark used to do that all the time. In fact, he loved to do it when the pitcher was in the stretch and he'd turn to look at the runner at second base. He would move up when the pitcher wasn't looking. And then the pitcher would turn back to throw and it'd be like, whoops, he's not where I thought he was. The 2-1 delivery is a little bit low. I think that's a little bit of a lost art. Pitchers used to study that, as did catchers. We studied defensively where people play, launch angle and pitch selection and trajectory of pitches and spin and all that, but it used to be where guys stood in the box was important as well. The 3-1 pitch is hit sharply but foul past Pop Warner. Everybody's clapping their hands here, hoping to continue to do so after this at-bat with Arenado, who has one of the 2 Cardinal hits. That's it. But the leadoff double by Ciani is the difference maker in this game. He did it last inning and scored on a sacrifice fly by Burleson after Donnie moved him over on a ground ball. That's why you do that. The 3-2 delivery to Arenado is swung on and missed. Awkward swing there. He strikes out. 4 strikeouts for Montas. And again, I have to go back to what Donnie did. I gave credit that inning in a lot of places for Ciani getting on base, for Burleson putting the ball in play to get the sacrifice fly, for them sending Ciani from third. But if Donovan does not move him over, that does not happen. It just doesn't. There's not a run. It's nothing. But he moved him over, and the Cardinals capitalized on it. Carpenter takes strike 1 from Montas, who does look sharp today. He looks sharper than he did in Cincinnati. But Palante looks sharp too. He has allowed just 3 Reds hits through 4 innings. Montas delivers outside.
Well, the Reds are beginning the second half of their season tonight. The Cardinals are reaching the halfway point with this game.
Carpenter bat on his shoulder. Now he lifts it. The pitch is taken a little bit low. 2-1. The swing pitch goes his way. Well, I also like to call it multiplied times 2 day, John. The math thing again. Halfway through the season.
Be any different?
That's right. Good point. Swing and a miss. So the Cardinals win today. They're on an 84-game pace. But they've been on a lot better than that lately, win or lose today. Crawford waits on deck. The 2-2 pitch to Carpenter is inside, and that almost hit him. That's what happened to him last time. 3-time All-Star was hit by a pitch either in his back on the right side or behind the right arm. I'm going to go with the arm. Hard to say. He spun out of the way. He knows. He'll have a bruise there wherever it is. Payoff pitch coming up to Carpenter. And he takes it outside, ball 4. He earns the walk, and they appeal at third base, and he did not go, according to Gabe Morales. So Carp has been on base twice. And really, that's the best of Matt Carpenter, isn't it? Finding a way to get on base.
Get to the 3-2 count, as he normally does, and then find a way to get on.
So he's on for Crawford, who bounced out to short his first time. Crawford, the former San Francisco Giant, has been an All-Star 3 times himself. In fact, the Cardinals, you add up the All-Stars with Contreras, Goldschmidt, Arenado, Carpenter, and Crawford. That's a lot. 6, 14, 21, 24 All-Star appearances between those 5. Arenado with the lion's share. There's a swing and a foul. And there's some gold gloves, too, to be had among Crawford, Arenado, Goldschmidt, and Donovan. 4 Cardinals with gold gloves. There's 19 of those. But the most important thing a team does, whether you get gold gloves or go to the All-Star game or win MVP, is win. Cardinals have been doing more of that lately after a slow start. Hitting room down the right field line again for Crawford, with Carpenter the runner at first base, and the pitch to him is hit, right to the first baseman. And he caught that defensively. If he doesn't catch it, it does go into the right field corner. That was hit sharply by Crawford, and really just a catch where he was saving his own life, I think, on that ball. Hit right directly in front of his face.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
The fitness center, the pool, it's a must-see. Enjoy secure underground parking, convenient elevator access, all the amenities you could ever need. This property is a major home run. Come home to Tesson Ridge for an exceptional independent lifestyle experience. Visit TessonRidge.com to schedule a tour. Tesson Ridge, the real MVP of modern living.
Your home of the Cardinals, KMOX.
Andre Palante faces the Reds, and it's Santiago Espinal leading off the fifth inning. 1-0 in favor of the Cardinals. The right-hander's pitch, up and in, a fastball on pitch one. Espinal popped out to the shortstop Brandon Crawford in a 1-2-3 second inning. 3 up, 3 down innings in the second and the fourth for Palante. He allowed 2 base runners in the first, 1 in the third inning. And he deals a strike, 1 ball, 1 strike to Espinal.
Better on that inside corner in this game, John, that I've seen him in a bit.
Espinal, 1 hit and 6 at-bats in the series. The pitch to him, a swing and a foul. That sails off to our right. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the St. Louis Cardinals, LLC. May not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And
the accounts and descriptions of
this game may not be disseminated without the
express written consent
of the St. Louis Cardinals, brought to you by Brown
and Crouppen,
a great
law
firm. 1-2 on Espinal. The windup and the pitch. Low for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 6, 7, and 8. Espinal, Benson, and Fairchild facing Palante in the fifth inning. Palante, lifetime against the Reds, 4-0 with an ERA right around 1.5. His pitch. Ground ball up the middle of the infield. The shortstop Crawford gets to it and throws out Espinal. Let's pause here for station identification. For our fans listening in Memphis, Missouri over KMEM and the rest of our great St. Louis Cardinals radio network powered by Gray Bar.
Skip the drive-thru line. Your favorite coffee house flavors are ready anytime with Prairie Farms' new barista-style single-served iced coffees, now at your local retailer. Visit prairiefarms.com.
KMOX, KEZK HD2, K254CR St. Louis.
The pitch to Will Benson is in the dirt for a ball. If you're planning a trip to St. Louis from, say, Memphis, Missouri, or Memphis, Tennessee, or anywhere in Cardinal Nation, remember, visit ExploreSt.Louis.com. There you can map out a great trip. Lots of fun things to do in St. Louis. 1-0 the count on Will Benson, a strikeout victim his first time up. They play him to pull on the infield. Benson takes inside.
Palante's name is actually Neil Andre Palante. In fact, a lot of his teammates call him Neil. That's his first name, but he goes by Andre.
From the high set, the 2-0 pitch for left-handed batting Will Benson. Now the sidestep, the kick, and here it comes. Ball 3 just inside. 3 balls, no strikes.
And another interesting thing about Palante, who's having PitchCom problems again. It's not working, and he's going to have to get a new one. And he and Contreras are working on it together with the umpire watching, and they're going to need another one. I don't know what's going on with the PitchCom, but they're going to have to replace it for a second time in this game. But Palante also pitched for Team Italy, and his pitching coach on Team Italy in the World Baseball Classic was a former Cardinal pitcher, Jason CINCINNATI.
Got some bad news for you.
I saw it.
Bottom of the 5th, Brewers 4, Cubs 2.
Bad news travels fast, but I was trying to hold it for you.
Well, Atlanta is still leading 6-0 over the Pirates, bottom of the 7th in Atlanta. And at Busch Stadium here in St. Louis, the Cardinals lead 1-0. 1 out, top of the 5th inning, and Will Benson is standing in, looking for a 3-0 pitch here from Andre Palante. The 3-0, and that's taken down the middle, a strike, 3-1. Benson with only 2 hits in his last 29 at-bats, make that 30 at-bats now, with the strikeout in the second. The pitch to him. And that's ball 4 inside. Palante walks the left-handed batter, getting to Stuart Fairchild. The walk is the first given up by Andre tonight. On May the 29th at Cincinnati, Palante went 6 innings. He walked 3, struck out 4, giving up just 3 hits. Palante goes after Fairchild, who's grounded into 1 double play this year. The runner goes, good jump. The pitch, a strike, the throw to second, and that gets away from the second baseman, Gorman, backed up by Crawford. A stolen base for Benson. That's his 10th of the year.
The Reds can't wait to run. That's what they do. That's 115 stolen bases as a team. You mentioned the 10th for Benson. The team leader is De La Cruz with 38. The games leader is De La Cruz.
Now Stuart Fairchild with an RBI opportunity with a tying run on second. Good speed and Benson off to a lead. The 1-strike pitch from Palante. Fairchild swings and fouls it out of play to the right side. Fairchild has 4 home runs and 20 RBIs. And against the Cardinals, he has hit .339, 6 doubles, 2 homers, and 10 driven in. As I recall, he had both the home runs in one game. It was a game at Great American Ballpark.
Well, important to get him and Maley out in this inning. You want India to lead off an inning as hot as he's been.
Fairchild a strikeout, Maley a ground out. And it's 0-2 on Fairchild. The pitch. Fairchild pops this one. Goes into short right field. A long run in, and Burleson has to play it on a hop. On to third base goes Benson. That was hit in the right spot for Fairchild. That's his first hit.
I'm not sure Burley got a very good jump on that ball, and I guess the other possibility is he was playing really deep, because that ball was in the air a long time, and Burley just couldn't get there. But as I see it on the replay, he had no chance to get it. I'm guessing he was just playing it not to have the ball hit over his head.
Now the tying run is on third with Maley up. Maley drove in a run last night with a sacrifice fly. That was his 8th RBI. 2 homers, 8 RBIs. 0 for 1 with a ground out to third. And Palante would like a ground ball here. Just a little tap toward third that Arenado turned in a dazzling play. The pitch. Maley shows bunt, takes it away, and takes ball 1 low. The Reds are trying to push across the tying run. Maley takes a look to the Reds' third base coach, and that's J.R. House. Colin Cowgill is coaching over at first. The runner at third is Benson. Fairchild runs well. He's at first base. And time taken. Maley back in there. The Reds with their first runner on third base tonight, Benson. Now the pitch, and here's a bunt foul over Contreras' shoulder. Had the safety squeeze on. 1 ball, 1 strike. Maley at the plate. He does not have a sacrifice bunt to his credit this year. 1-1 the count. The runners lead at the corners. The Cardinals lead 1-0. The pitch with the runner going, a swing and a high pop fly. Shallow center field. Here comes CINCINNATI. He's under it, makes the catch. The runner tags, does not try to advance. With CINCINNATI's good speed, Maley is out. And the Reds have runners at first and third for the dangerous Jonathan India now, 2 down.
So our game is 1-0 right now because a center fielder took charge and made a play coming in to keep a runner from scoring from third on one team, but didn't do it on the other. On that ball that was hit the shallow center field that De La Cruz caught going back, if Fairchild would have been able to come in and make that play, perhaps CINCINNATI doesn't score from third base.
Paul Goldschmidt, Wilson Contreras, they head to the mound. A quick word with Andre Palante. Palante has been unable to retire India, who reached on a base hit leading off the game and then doubled with 2 outs in the 3rd inning. The tying run is Benson. He walked and stole a base, moved up on a single by Stuart Fairchild, and is still at third after the short fly ball to center by Luke Maley. But India has been hot. A 10-game hitting streak. Palante from the stretch. A move to first base and back in safely, Stuart Fairchild.
So this is an interesting decision for David Bell. Do you run to put an extra guy in scoring position, or do you risk losing an RBI opportunity with your hottest hitter at the plate? Just let him hit?
And 19 hits out of the last 35 at-bats for India. The runner doesn't go, and the pitch inside a ball. Palante backing India off the plate. India is the right man in the Cincinnati lineup for this situation. He has 4 hits in 6 at-bats in the series. The runner goes, and the Cardinals just let Fairchild take second base. Contreras, taking the pitch for ball 2, took a look to second, and then looked the runner back to third. The stolen base is the 9th for Fairchild, the 2nd in the inning for Cincinnati. Now there's some confusion about something at home plate.
The announcement was that De La Cruz was batting, but India is still batting, and the umpire just wanted to kind of pause and move that
I got it.
On.
Runners at second and third. The pitch. Inside, ball 3. 3-0 on India. Three balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Benson, the tying run at third. Fairchild, the go-ahead run at second. And on 3-0, Palante brings it in for India. A strike on the inside corner.
96 from Palante. Not tiring at all as he works here in the 5th inning. That was pitch number 73 for him.
3 balls and a strike, 2 outs. Palante checks on the runners. With 2 down in the top of the 5th inning, here comes. Outside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded for De La Cruz. 2 walks in the inning. India's at first, Fairchild at second, Benson over at third.
I don't really mind that walk that much. I think India is a hot guy right now, and you just don't want him to be the one to beat you. At first base was open. Now you've got to face De La Cruz, but he's been able to get him out twice. He struck him out, got a ground out, and he is better, again, with his splits against left-handed batters, and De La Cruz will bat left-handed against him. Even though he's a switch hitter, he'll, of course, bat left. But that has been more Palante's bread and butter.
Well, a mound visit by Dusty Blake. The Cardinal infielders all huddle around Wilson Contreras and Andre Palante.
Ryan Fernandez starts to throw in the Cardinals bullpen. We saw him for an inning here last night. Well,
here we go. Stepping into the batter's box It's Ellie De La Cruz, a strikeout and a comebacker to the pitcher. Palante listening in for the sign. He has it. The runners lead all the way around. The pitch to the left-handed batting shortstop, and that's taken for a strike at the knees.
There has been a generous bottom part of the strike zone, which I always think makes for a better game.
But that has been called sometimes and sometimes not. From the stretch, the 0-1 pitch. Broken back ground ball. It goes to Paul Goldschmidt. And covering at first, Palante gets over there to get the out. 3-1 on the out, leaving the bases loaded. And halfway through the game, the Cardinals are still leading the Reds 1-0.
Hit it out of the park this baseball season at DraftKings at Casino Queen. Book DraftKings.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Looking for a satisfying deal that truly feels like a steal? Grab the 2-for-4 roller grill deal at Quick Trip. QT. More than a gas station.
Michael Ciani doubled and scored the game's only run back in inning number 3. He leads off the 5th and takes strike 1 from Montas. Ciani has hit safely in 5 straight games, going 7 for 10, scoring 4 runs, swiping a couple of bases. He's trying to set the table again for the top of the order for Donovan, Contreras, and Burleson. Ciani checks his swing and takes a ball high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, you know, he was really amped up to play against the Phillies in his hometown, Philadelphia. But you know he's even as amped, if not more so, facing his former team, the Reds. The 1-1. Ciani checks his swing, taking a splitter low. The count favors the Cardinals center fielder. Ciani has raised his average to .239, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. And he catches just about everything hit in his direction in the outfield. Montas into the windup, the pitch. Ciani swings and he drives that one. Right center field, Benson reaches and makes the catch on the run. Another well-struck ball by Ciani, this time for an out. One away with Brendan Donovan stepping up. Visit Ted Drew's on Chippewa for Ted's delicious frozen custard. Then head across the parking lot to the Ted Drew's gift shop. They have an assortment of unique apparel, souvenirs, gift cards, and more. Visit in person or shop online at teddrewsgiftshop.com. And that, too, is good, guys and gals. Donovan takes a pitch. Outside corner, strike 1. It was Donovan's ground ball to second that advanced Michael Ciani to third. And then Ciani scored on a little pop fly into center field that was caught by the shortstop, De La Cruz. The pitch low. Now, De La Cruz can throw the ball through the wall, but his throw was wide, and with Ciani's great speed, he scored the game's only run. but it was Donovan who advanced him to third base. Donovan with a 1-1 pitch coming his way. There's a ground ball, right side, backhanded by Steer. Montas covers and takes the flip. 2 down. 3-1 on the out. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1-0 in favor of the Cardinals. Wilson Contreras will try to start something now with 2 gone. Boy, Ciani hit the daylights out of the ball again, but couldn't get it past Benson.
Did he ever? You know that last play right there that Steer made and flipped the Montas covering, and the one Palante did in the top of the inning, feel as if something has gotten better in the way that play is taught. Pitchers and first baseman, they just don't make many errors on that play. When's the last time you saw an error on that play?
Here's a swing and a miss by Contreras. About the only time you see things messed up on a ball hit to the first baseman or on the right side is if the pitcher doesn't cover.
Right. I mean,
and you don't see that much anymore either.
It seems to me that the pitchers are being taught to run straight to the bag now because it's quicker to get there.
The pitch outside.
I think that's part of it. You used to be taught to run to the line, then run up the line, which means you weren't running the shortest distance between 2 lines, so it took longer, and maybe that made the play a little tighter at first. But they've definitely gotten better at that play. Just baseball in general.
Here's a pitch that settles inside. 2-1.
I could say that maybe pitchers are more athletic, but I guess the natural conclusion would be that pitchers used to be less athletic, and I sure don't want to say that.
That's kind of what they're thinking, Ricky. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hot shot to short. De La Cruz stays down on it. The tall shortstop throws out Contreras. We go to the 6th, 1-0 Cardinals.
L is for Let's, G is for Go, C is for Cardinals. Celebrate the ABCs the Cardinals way at Busch Stadium.
Planning for retirement or protecting your life's work? Think first. First Mint. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
The Cardinals on KMOX.
We have a tight one for you here tonight. 1-0 in favor of the Cardinals. And the Reds are going to bat their half of the 6th inning with the middle of the order up facing Andre Palante. And Palante has been good tonight. He beat the Reds in Cincinnati. And he's pitching with a 1-0 lead here. A pitch inside, and that spins the batter around, and it nicked him. Steer is nicked by the pitch. And the Cardinals may want to look at that in the video room just to make sure. But that's the call. And we get a look at it here on our replay, and it did hit the elbow guard. The leadoff man is on for the Reds for the 3rd time in 6 innings. And here's Nick Martini. He is grounded into one double play. And he takes a pitch on the inside corner at the knees called a ball.
And Steer's going to want to run, too. He has 12 stolen bases in 13 attempts.
Steer takes his lead. Goldschmidt is holding. Palante a look to first. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Good sinking fastball over at the knees that time and no contact. Left-handed batting, Nick Martini. Out of Kansas State, 34 years old. The pitch. That's a fastball at the belt, called a ball. 2 pitches in the strike zone missed so far in this at bat. The count favors Nick Martini. 2 balls and a strike. With a man on, nobody out, the pitch. That's outside, a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. 3-1.
Sure don't like the strike zone getting smaller as the game progresses.
That's never a good thing.
No, it's not. Another close game for the Cardinals, John. Man, oh man, did they play some close games.
3-1 on Nick Martini, looking for a go pitch here from Palante. Martini batting in the cleanup spot for the Reds, the pitch. And he takes ball 4 inside. A hit by pitch and a walk to open the 6th inning. The Cardinals have had Fernandez working in the bullpen. And Dusty Blake is on his way out to the mound with Novelli Marte coming up. Marte twice has grounded to third to Nolan Arenado. But last night, it was Marte putting together a 3-for-5 game. A double, 3 runs scored, an RBI, and a stolen base. And Palante would love another ground ball to Nolan Arenado. We have the Cubs returning to Busch Stadium to face the Cardinals the weekend of July 12th through the 14th. Tickets start at $15 and great seats remain. So get your tickets right now at Cardinals.com. Click on tickets. We have a doubleheader during that series to make up for one of the games lost the first trip in here. Dusty Blake just about to the first base dugout.
So kind of a fluke hit by pitch and 2 pitches that were in the zone called balls, and he ends up walking. So maybe the decision here to keep him in is he's not really throwing that badly. He just hasn't had luck yet to the first 2 batters. So give him 1 more.
Here's Marte, who takes a pitch in the dirt. A curveball that's blocked by Wilson Contreras. The runners hold at first and second. Palante's on the hot seat again. He was with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the 5th and got out of it with a broken back ground ball to Goldschmidt. De La Cruz was out. Goldie to Palante covering. Now 2 on and nobody out in the 6th inning. The pitch, up and in, ball 2, 2-0. Steer is the runner on second and Martini at first base. Goldschmidt plays behind Martini, affording the Cincinnati left fielder to get a big lead. Palante from the stretch on 2-0 to the right-handed batting Marte. That's over at the knees, a strike called. 2-1. Palante with a pitch count of 85. In his win at Cincinnati, he threw 86 pitches over 6 innings. The pitch on the way. Swing and a foul. That goes off Contreras. 95, good sinker in the zone.
Another reason why I think Ali has chosen to stay with him is Palante is a ground ball guy. And what do you need right now? You need a ground ball hit right to Crawford at short or maybe Gorman up the middle, but you need a ground ball regardless.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Switch batting, Noelvi Marte. Noelvi Marte batting right-handed. Takes up and in. 3-2. Marte adjusting the batting helmet. Plants the right foot near the back line of the batter's box. Steer a lead at second. Martini a big lead at first. 3-2 with nobody out in the 6th inning. Here's Palante's pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a high pop fly. Shallow left field. Donovan sprinting on the run. He's there. He makes the catch and flips into third base. That's where Palante was covering the bag.
I had a chance to tell Donnie today, right before we started doing our prep with the lineup, John, just how much I've appreciated watching him play left field. I just feel like he's really worked at it, and he has said exactly that. He said it's come a long way. He's got more to learn, but he's done a great job in left.
The Cardinals make a pitching change here, 1 out, and coming up, it's Espinal. This change is brought to you by Goodwill. Give hope, give local, give Goodwill. We will be back.
During the final days of the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event at Offenburg Kia in Shiloh, Illinois, save $44.14 off MSRP on a new 2024 Sportage EX. Or save $25.37 off MSRP on a new 2024 Kia Sorento EX X-Line. Only at Offenburg Kia just off I-64 at Exit 16 in Shiloh. Or OffenburgKia.com. 2024 Sportage MSRP $30,740. 2024 Sorento MSRP $43,290. With approved credit from Kia.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Full of bright ideas for your home.
Ryan Fernandez worked a 1-2-3 ninth inning last night. A ground out, a fly out, then a fly ball to the wall and right off the bat of Will Benson that Carlson caught. And here's a swing and a miss by Espinal, chasing a slider on the first pitch from Ryan Fernandez. Fernandez, a Rule 5 pick from the Boston Red Sox. The rookie stuck with the Cardinals, and he has been a key member of the bullpen all season. The pitch, taken low. A check swing by Espinal, 1-1. Spencer Steer, he was hit by a pitch, just nicked on the elbow guard, leading off the sixth. Nick Martini took a walk. Then Noel V. Marte hit a fly ball to shallow left. The runners had to stay put at first and second. Exit, Andre Palante. Enter Ryan Fernandez. Fernandez steps off, and we're having pitch count problems again. Let's pause here for a station ID on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar.
Proficient is a global digital consulting leader and one of St. Louis's fastest growing public companies and a proud partner of the St. Louis Cardinals. When the world needs big thinking and innovative ideas, Proficient has them.
KMOX, KEZK, HD2, K254CR St. Louis.
Well, Ricky, I think we need to send out for a new batch of pitch comps.
It seems like we do. Dean Kiekefer has been on the field more than anybody. I mean, he's going to be the one that brings him out there. He works with Dusty Blake. He's an assistant pitching coach, former Cardinal reliever as well, and he handles a lot of that. But it is odd that it just seems like today, I don't know if it's the humidity or what it might be, but the pitch count problems are persisting here.
1 ball, 1 strike on Espinal with 2 on. 1-0 Cardinals. And a slider goes outside. 2 balls and a strike. Espinal has popped out to short and grounded out to short in this one. The Reds in the road gray uniforms, red caps and helmets. The Cardinals in their City Connect red jerseys and the home white pants. The pitch. There's a fly ball, and that's hit well to left field. On the run, Donovan back at the track. He makes the catch. He braces himself against the wall, throws into Crawford. Runners are at first and second with 2 down on a great running play by Donovan.
Can I say again how good he's been in left field? I love the routes that he takes. He's very sure-handed, too, and that's part of, obviously, being an infielder. He's been an infielder most of his life, but he runs really well for an outfielder, and he has great instinct, and he's also fearless, too. You're running right into Stan Musial.
He ran right into Stan the Man.
Don't do that.
Here's a check swing and a ball low for Will Benson. Benson a strikeout and a walk with a stolen base. It was Benson who hit the ball to the wall in right field for the last out of the top of the ninth last night. The 1-0 pitch by Fernandez with 2 on. Benson swings and misses. Good hard breaking ball that time. 1-1. But that was a hanger to Santiago Espinal.
Got away with it. Reds threatened last inning. They're threatening here. They're not done yet. Just shows the Cardinals need more runs in this game.
The pitch is swung on, popped him up, foul back and out of play. 1-2 on Will Benson. Benson, 26 years old, turned pro out of high school in Georgia. Snapped an 0 for 25 yesterday, going 2 for 4. He had a double and a sacrifice fly, driving in 2. He scored 2 runs. The 1-2 pitch from Fernandez in the dirt. That's blocked by Contreras. The ball rolls out in front of the plate. The base runners, Steer, he reached on a hit by pitch. Martini walked, and they were on with nobody out. The last batter Palante faced, Noel V. Marte, hit a fly ball to short left field. Then the first batter that Fernandez faced, Espinal, hit the ball to the wall in left field. The 2-2 pitch here for Benson. Fernandez from the stretch, and time has been taken and granted just before Fernandez lifted the front foot. Top of the 7th, the Cubs bat in Milwaukee, 4-2 Milwaukee. Atlanta, 6-1 lead over the Pirates, with Atlanta batting in the bottom of the 8th on our Dobbs Tire and Auto Center scoreboard. The 2-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. He struck him out with a slider down and in. The Reds strand 2 more. They've left 7 on. We go to the bottom of the 6th at Busch Stadium, and the Cardinals are clinging to a 1-0 lead over the Reds.
You don't take shortcuts when it comes to reaching your health and fitness goals, which is why at First Form,
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Limp your bedroom, living room, or home office, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Anybody seen Joe West?
I think I just saw him.
I did too. Joe and Rita here tonight.
Yeah, nice to see him at the ballpark.
Here's Alec Burleson leading off, and the pitch to him. Outside for a ball. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. In one-run games, the Cardinals have a record of 14-11. They've played 17 games decided by 2 runs, and they're 9-8 in those. It's 1-0 tonight. Burleson takes wide, ball 2 from Frankie Montas. Montas is at 89 pitches, and the Reds have some movement, and they've had a little movement for maybe the last inning out there in the bullpen. Someone will be throwing shortly. The pitch by Montas. And he got under this one. Burleson sends it high in the air to left toward Nick Martini. Martini moves over to his left and makes the catch.
You know, last time we checked, I think it was the Mets. It may have been the Cubs. but I believe it was the Mets were the only team that had more close games, 3 runs or less, than the Cardinals. The Cardinals have had an incredibly high number of them.
Well, here's Paul Goldschmidt, 0 for 2 tonight. 0 for 2, and I'd say overdue. 6 hits in his last 28 at-bats. And that includes 1 home run, covering 8 games. Goldie checks his swing and takes inside. And Graybar is your electrical and datacom distributor, helping to power connect or maintain your operations.
Yep.
Graybar does that. And a right-hander warming in the bullpen, Nick Martinez. Warming up for Cincinnati. Here's a foul ball back to the screen. That was 92 in. And Goldschmidt has always liked the fastball in.
Sure has. He oddly had a 9-game hitting streak snapped yesterday, but I still had that same due feeling. It's not as if he's been kind of crushing the ball, but he's been getting his hit a game anyway.
It's his bobblehead night. And Goldie checks his swing and takes a splitter low, 2-1. And Goldie's wearing the City Connect jersey on the bobblehead they gave out before the game. The Cardinals are wearing the City Connect uniforms. They're 3-0 wearing those. The 2-1. A swing and a foul. And that was a splitter that didn't split much.
No, it sat up.
Middle in.
Sat up about, I would say about number high on Goldie, just below the letters, and kind of tumbled a little bit, and he was jumping at that when he saw that as a pitch to hit.
2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, and 1 out in the 6th inning with the Cardinals leading 1-0. The windup by Montas, his 95th pitch is swung on and missed. Center cut fastball strikes out Goldie. Montas has struck out 5 and walked 3. Nolan Gorman has struck out and grounded out. He's 0 for his last 10. 1 hit in his last 24 at-bats. And over the last 8 games, Gorman has 3 walks and 11 strikeouts. The pitch outside. I'd like to see him get on base to steal bases. He has 3 stolen bases in the last 8 games.
He's been really going on tails mostly. He runs well.
So is Burleson, who got caught tonight.
He did.
Gorman rocking the bat back and forth. He checks his swing and takes a strike on the outside corner, a split finger that's settled in there. Gorman last homered at Miami off Chirinos, and that was on the 19th. Fans have started the wave here. The pitch. Gorman swings, and it's a high, towering fly ball. That's deep to right center, and Benson at the wall gives way to Fairchild, who makes the catch. Gorman is out, so are the Cardinals. Ricky will have the 7th. 1-0 Cardinals.
Hi, Cardinals fans. Brad Thompson here. You like things that are just for you, right? That's
not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Cut.
It's the confidence of a great haircut delivered by a team you trust. Download our app today. Great clips. It's gonna be great.
KMOX. The Cardinals play here.
Stuart Fairchild fouls the first pitch off, top of the 7th inning. Fouled it straight back. Strike one on him. He's playing center field, and he was just backed up against the center field wall by Nolan Gorman to end the bottom of the 6th inning. A bid to give the Cardinals an extra run. They lead at 1-0. Fernandez pitching. There's a ground ball to short. Going to his left is Crawford. He better hurry, and he just barely gets the very speedy Stuart Fairchild for out number 1. Ryan Fernandez has retired all 3 batters that he has faced. Take a scenic all-glass elevator ride to the top floor of the Gold Tower at Westport Plaza to 360 Westport. Enjoy peerless views of the city from their patio and bar with incredible cocktails in hand. Visit Explore St. Louis, and if you do that, you will learn more. So many good things to do in St. Louis. There's a slider for a strike. Again, the bottom of the zone is open today, and that is to Luke Maley, who's ground out in the 3rd inning, and he flied out in the 5th inning. And that pitch is outside at 97 from Fernandez. Ryan Fernandez has been so good. Rule 5 pick. Little bit of experience at AAA last year, and here he is in the big leagues a year later. And he misses low. That could have been a strike. It was not caught well by Contreras, and perhaps that fooled our home plate umpire, Sean Barber. 2-1 delivery is popped just to my right. Can I reach it? Oh, not quite. One of these days, Jim Jackson, the ball will come up in our booth. Now, I've been told that happened. I wasn't here, so I can't really speak to it. But I do believe that Nolan Gorman did it. Swing and a miss. He strikes out Maley. And 2 quick outs here from Ryan Fernandez. The Cardinals are leading a game that they only have 2 hits in. Great slider from Fernandez to get Maley. The Reds only have 4 hits. The Cardinals only have 2. The Reds have threatened the last 2 innings, meaning the 5th and 6th. And it's the top of the order in Jonathan India. And there's a pitch high to him. He's been very good. He has singled, doubled, and walked in this game. Who will the Cardinals have in the bottom of the 7th inning, you might ask? Arenado, Carpenter, and Crawford. Action in the bullpen, it's Martinez, Nick Martinez for Cincinnati, as Montas has gone 6 strong innings, allowing just 2 hits, 1 run. Fernandez goes into the wind. The 1-0 pitch is low, 2-0 to India. Boy, what a difference a couple of weeks has made with this guy. He was cold, cold, cold last time we saw him, and he takes a pitch low. Now the Cardinals are having a hard time pitching to him. 10-game hitting streak after his hit today. 3-0 count to India as he's swinging. He was taken all the way for a strike. So when India walks, it's kind of like a double because he runs well. And that's true of many of the Reds players. 3-1 pitch coming up from the right-hander Fernandez, and it's grounded to the right side. A 3-hopper handled by Gorman. He has time to throw out India, and he does. Great work for Ryan Fernandez. He sends us to the 7th inning stretch here at Busch Stadium, and it's presented by SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of your St. Louis Cardinals. 1-0 Redbirds.
Let me grab my car keys, and we'll roll.
A little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is you get that rich flavor of the chicken and definitely that nice, tangy, warm bite. It's the perfect harmony of spiciness and taste.
Order the Spicy Deluxe Sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Bottom of the 7th inning, 1-0 Cardinals. Más carreras, por favor. Cardinals need some more runs, and Nolan Arenado will do what he can to get that going. First pitch inside to him, ball one from Nick Martinez. Right-hander has been around a bit, and he has the bottom of the 7th inning. He replaces Montas. I gave his numbers, but very, very good for him. 6 solid innings. And only 2 Redbird hits. A sacrifice fly has scored the only run in this game. Next pitch from Martinez is a called strike. Martinez, several years with Texas. In fact, he was a hitter at the beginning of his career. Then he turned into a pitcher. Has played in Japan. There's a ground ball to his right. Oh, a nice play to his right and an off-balance throw, and he throws out Arenado, and that's a guy that has played other positions. He played that one like a hitter or like a player, not like a pitcher. Arenado's out 1-3, and it brings in Carpenter. The 7th inning stretch was presented by SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of your St. Louis Cardinals. Carpenter has been hit by a pitch and has walked in this game, facing Martinez for the first time, who throws the first pitch in, and that's a called strike at the top of the zone. He has kind of a funky delivery. Kind of starts and then stops, and then you see a bunch of arms and legs going everywhere. It's a little antsy at the start of his motion, does a lot of rocking, and here comes the pitch, and it's high. And also a bit of a short armor. So I would say tough to pick up the baseball out of the hand of Nick Martinez. Crawford to bat next. Next delivery is grounded foul. Cardinals just can't get anything going offensively.
And when they've been hitting the ball hard, they hit the ball right to people.
That's right. I do have an attendance guess, by the way, as we play here in the 7th inning. There's a little looper, and it's going to be caught. Backing up is the shortstop, De La Cruz, and he retires Carpenter for the second out. You know, I always get these guesses right around the 7th inning. I don't know why.
Right around when you hear a voice that sounds something like Brian Bartow.
Yeah, and well, the number that comes to mind is 40,220. You can purchase your Cardinals Care 50/50 rollover raffle ticket presented by DraftKings.
Do you know the winning number on that one?
No, I don't. I should probably do that instead. At Casino Queen, help the Cardinals Care group, and they are terrific. Raise funds for kids in the community. Michael Hall was up here visiting us. He and his staff do a great job of helping folks in our community. You have to be 18 and in the state of Missouri at the time of purchase. Go to cardinals.com/5050 to get those tickets. Again, the Cardinals Care 50/50 rollover raffle ticket. Again, my guess, 40,220. The paid attendance here tonight. For Game 2 of this series with the Cincinnati Reds, the Cardinals trying to even the series, and that's a strike delivered to Crawford, and that runs the count to 2-1 with Martinez on the mound. They give Crawford right center field, and he fouls that one off. I'm sure he's seen that. He's looked out there, and he said, my goodness, I can hit the ball out there.
Well, he smoked the last one he put in play in the 4th inning.
Did he ever? Right to steer. Martinez rocks, literally, and fires, and there's a ground ball to first. Steers got this one. A lot easier play for him. He kicks the bag, and the half inning is over. The inning is over. We go to the 8th. John will have the play-by-play. Another tight ball game. Romero ready to come in. 1-0 Cardinals.
The Ted Savage Cardinals Care Classic is coming to Whitmore Country.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone.
If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Makes it the best place to catch every Cardinals game, too. Grab a cold one at one of our 2 bars with 30 beers on tap and a great selection of food. Get your summer fun on at The Edge. Located right off Highway 15 in Belleville, Illinois. Edge618.com.
The Cards on KMOX.com.
Well, the Cardinals have 2 more games with the Reds at 1:15 tomorrow, 1:15 on Sunday. The tickets are still available. And then off to Pittsburgh and Washington, and then home to play the Royals on July 9th at 6:45 and July 10th at 6:45. Then the Cubs are in for a 4-game series over 3 days, July 12th through the 14th. Then it's off to the All-Star break. Get your tickets at Cardinals.com. JoJo Romero starts off with an off-speed pitch that's outside to right-handed batting, Ellie De La Cruz. Romero replaces Fernandez, who worked an inning and 2/3 with 2 strikeouts. 1-0 Cardinals. We're in the 8th. The pitch goes low strike called. That was called a strike, 1-1.
We should say this too, John, that Andre Palante was so good we didn't get to see the debut of Gordon Graceffo, at least not yet.
Not yet. De La Cruz chops one foul off to the left. It's 1-2. Suit up this season at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of official jerseys, caps, T-shirts, collectibles, and
more.
Gear up with your Cardinals at MLBshop.com. Get some of that City Connect gear. It's a great-looking jersey, great-looking cap. The pitch way outside, 2-2. Romero, the 3rd pitcher of the night. JoJo came to the Cardinals from the Phillies. He's 3-1 this year, 2.83 ERA. It's his 37th game. The pitch, a foul ball, and that goes back to the screen. That was 96 at the knees. 35 innings of work, 33 strikeouts for Romero. Turned pro out of junior college in Arizona, out of Yavapai. Here's a pitch inside, almost hit De La Cruz. A slider. I don't know how that missed the back leg.
Boy, he needs a strike here. You do not want to walk this guy. You're making an instant rally if you do.
The big sweeping slider just missed the right foot. 3-2 on Ellie De La Cruz with Steer on deck. The pitch, and that's ball 4. Exactly what he did not want to do. Walking De La Cruz, the leader in stolen bases in the majors. And here is Spencer Steer. Kittredge is backing up JoJo Romero, who hasn't been all that sharp in recent outings, after being just lights out for much of the first half of the season. But 38 steals in 45 attempts for Ellie De La Cruz. Romero looks over there and pitches. And a fastball low for ball 1 to Spencer Steer.
Seemed so easy for JoJo when he was rolling, didn't it?
Oh, it did. But right now it's a struggle. He lost De La Cruz and then throws a fastball to the outside corner for a strike to level the count at 1-1 on Steer. Steer tonight has been on with a single and a hit by pitch. In between, he struck out. 1-0 Cardinals. The tying run is De La Cruz at first in the 8th inning. The pitch. outside. JoJo is around the plate a lot more than he's over it right now.
He had De La Cruz running back to first base. That was the good news. The bad news is he did not throw a strike to the plate.
Now it's 2-1 on Steer, who hit a home run here last night. Steer swings and pops it up into short right field. Out goes the second baseman, Gorman. In comes Burleson, who makes a sliding catch. Somehow he went into a slide and kept that ball from hitting the grass. Unbelievable. I thought that was going to drop in for sure.
Gorman was hustling back there because he knew Burleson was deep and would have a long way to go, and he didn't think Burley could get there, but he did, and on the slide, laid out, made the play. Outstanding.
Boy, there was a lot of want-to in that effort by Burleson, who gets a big out on Steer. Now Nick Martini, he's the scheduled batter, and he'll be lifted for Levi Jordan.
Number 53, Levi Jordan.
We mentioned this last night, but a couple of injuries to guys on their bench. Candelario, Fraley, both taken out of a game a couple of nights ago with various injuries, and we're not sure if they're available or not. So it is Levi Jordan, a rookie, at the plate.
The pitch to Jordan trying to bunt. He missed it. The throw to first. Got him! Picked him off with the missed bunt. Contreras fired a throw to first base, and David Bell wants a moment to check out the replay.
De La Cruz does not believe he was tagged. We'll see what David Bell says about this.
And they want to review it. The call is out. We get a look at it here in the booth. A missed bunt attempt. And the first base umpire, Charlie Ramos, made the out call. And De La Cruz is convinced that the tag was missed.
Oh, did he tag his hair?
He may have.
If he tagged his hair, he's out. This is a umpire review. We have our eyes on this official umpire review brought to you by Clarkson Eye Care. Be seen at Clarkson Eye Care. He could be out by a hair, literally.
The call on the field is out. And now this review is in the hands of the umpires in the studio in New York.
Did he tag his hair or not? I'm not sure he didn't. I can't tell from that review if he did or not.
Well, quite an effort by De La Cruz to go to the right field side of first, and he has that oven mitt on the left hand to protect the fingers, and I think also to get to the base a lot quicker, because that's a lengthy protective device there on the hand.
Boy, they're really looking at this too, and I wonder if that's what they're looking at.
In the meantime, JoJo Romero takes a few warm-up pitches. If that call stands up, that's huge, and a 1-0 Cardinal lead in the 8th inning with great speed at first base in Ellie De La Cruz.
I haven't seen anything that tells me he didn't, but maybe they have a better view.
Hunter Wendelstadt is the crew chief.
Find out here shortly.
And he will give us the results and the verdict, if you will, from New York. They're still looking it over. We have Marvin Hudson and Dan Iasanya in the studio in New York looking over these replays. And this is a long review. The call on the field is out. Levi Jordan tried to bunt, tried to move the runner into scoring position, and missed it. And Contreras with a snap throw to first. Goldschmidt playing a few steps towards second base, had to catch the ball and come back around. But did he tag De La Cruz on the hair?
I think he may have gotten him by a hair. I'm still sticking with that. We'll see. I think that's what they're trying to get other angles to find out. That would be where the tag actually took place. And again, you have to say that you know it didn't happen. I mean, I'm guessing.
It has to be conclusive.
That's right. In my mind, from what I've seen, I would say the call would have to stand. Not be confirmed, but it would have to stand. But I don't know what they'll say in New York. And again, perhaps they have more of an outfield view of that particular play than what we've seen here.
A very important call in a 1-0 ball game in favor of the Cardinals in the top half of the 8th inning at Busch Stadium in St. Louis.
Really important that he was called out first.
That is the call on the field that's being reviewed now in New York by Marvin Hudson and Dan Iasagna.
The call is overturned. He is safe. Cincinnati retains their tally.
So they have determined it was a missed tag by an inch or so. So and Levi Jordan with a 1-strike pitch coming up.
Safe by a hair instead of out by a hair.
He was. According to the officials in the replay studio in New York. According to our umpires there, Marvin Hudson and Dan Iasagna. Here's the pitch. High and away, a ball, 1 strike, with Romero trying to be quick to the plate and put a little something on the fastball. He missed high and wide, 1 strike. Levi Jordan, the batter. Romero has thrown 13 pitches, 1 on, 1 out. The runner goes. The pitch is swung and a miss. The throw to second, the tag. Safe at second base. The tying run is at second. 39 steals for De La Cruz. That was a good throw by Contreras.
Not a great jump, and also a good tag, although the ball was dropped, I think, at the last second. It was kind of in the dirt.
It took a bounce.
No, he actually had a pretty good tag on him, but the
when the ball took a bounce, De La Cruz had that opening to make it safely.
That's right.
And it's 1-2 on Levi Jordan, the pinch hitter. Batting here for Nick Martini. Noelvi Marte is on deck. Jojo Romero with the pitch, a swing, and there's a fly ball. That's hit well. Right center field, moving over to make the catch, Ciani. De La Cruz tags, he makes third base. He's there with 2 outs. And let's pause for station identification on the Cardinals Network, powered by Graybar.
Score big with One Cardinal Way Luxury Apartments. Now leasing studio, 1 and 2 bedroom units. For current availability, visit onecardinalway.com and schedule your tour today.
KMOX, KEZK HD2, K254CR St. Louis.
Well, along with Ricky Horton, we have Mike Claiborne. I'm John Rooney. Jim Jackson is our producer-engineer. And a pitching change. Kittredge is coming in for Romero. This change is brought to you by Missouri Farmers Care, helping feed Cardinals fans across the nation. Join the conversation on Facebook and Instagram, and we'll be back.
During the final days of the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event at Offenburg Kia in Shiloh, Illinois, save $44.14 off MS.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Need the flexibility to do it on your own terms? Check out Webster University Online. You can advance your career your way and in your time. Webster University online classes are taught by experienced professors who are experts in their field. Connect with an admissions counselor on Zoom by going to webster.edu/today. Start your tomorrow today with Webster University Online, the official grad school of the St. Louis Cardinals.
It's the 38th appearance for Andrew Kittredge. Runner at third. Here's Marte. The pitch. Swing and a miss. A slider with something on it, too, at about 90 miles an hour. Strike 1 on Noelvi Marte. with the tying run, Ellie De La Cruz, 90 feet away. He's standing on third right now, walking off to a lead. Contreras puts down the target. Kittredge, the former Tampa Bay Ray, takes a look to third. The pitch. And that's a strike. It's right down the middle, 0-2 on Marte, with Contreras looking De La Cruz back to third base. De La Cruz is getting down the line a good 30-35 feet. The third baseman, Arenado, plays well off the bag and deep. 0-2, 2 outs. Top of the 8th, 1-0 Cardinals. The pitch on the way. A swing and a miss. He struck him out. A slider away, and on 3 pitches, Marte strands De La Cruz at third. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 1-0 Cardinals.
Hey guys, this is Dave from the Dave Glover Show, 1 to 5 p.m. on KMO.
.com. 2024 Sportage MSRP $30,740. 2024 Sorrento MSRP $43,290 with approved credit from Kia America Finance plus tax, title, license, and documentation fee in 7/8/24.
After stranding runners at third base the last 2 innings, it would be nice to get a run or two here in the bottom of the 8th. The Cardinals lead 1-0. Levi Jordan pinch hit for Martini and stays in the game to play left. Here is Nick Martinez's pitch, and that's over for a strike. Off speed to Michael Ciani. Ciani is 1 for 2, a double, and he scored the game's only run on a pop-up into left center field, caught by the shortstop with his back to the infield. Here's a pitch that's high a ball, 1-1 on Ciani. That was good enough for a sacrifice fly for Alec Burleson on the pop-up into short center. That's the only run in the game so far. The Cardinals have been out hit 4-2, but lead 1-0. Martinez pitches, Ciani swings and misses. And the count is 1-2. An off-speed pitch that was floating out of the zone, and Ciani may have nicked that one into the catcher's mitt. Nonetheless, a 1-2 count. They play Ciani to pull. The pitch inside almost clipped his arm. 2-2.
Think back on that play when Burleson hit that ball, Ciani scored. How about the guts and the courage of Pop Warner to send him there, too?
The 2-2 pitch outside, 3-2 on Ciani.
You know that De La Cruz has a good arm, but he is going the wrong direction. You factor all that in, but that's not a typical play. You don't see that a lot, so you have to kind of guess. And, you know, maybe a different throw, maybe he gets him, but I think worth the gamble, clearly worth the gamble, 1-0 Cardinals.
The 3-2 pitch, and that's popped into left field. Jordan just into the game, makes the catch, 1 out. 1 out of 3 for Ciani. To the top of the order in Brendan Donovan. Calling all Red Hawks at SEMO night at Busch Stadium Tuesday, July 9th with the purchase of a special theme ticket. Fans will take home a SEMO-themed Cardinals 40-ounce tumbler. For info, visit cardinals.com/theme. Donovan's looking for his first hit, yet he was a part of that run in the third inning, advancing the runner with a ground out. And strike one to him from Nick Martinez. Montas was charged with a run on only 2 hits. He walked 3, struck out 5, going the first 6 innings. He threw 98 pitches. Martinez's pitch is waved at and missed. That was a high fastball. Looks so inviting to Brendan. It's 0-2. Brian Helsley is ready in the Cardinal bullpen. Let's see if the Cardinals can get some base runners. 0-2 on Donovan. The 22nd pitch out of the bullpen for Martinez is high.
Carson Spires 1-1. Sonny Gray 9-4 tomorrow. Pre-game show at 12:20. Play-by-play at 1:05.
Here's Martinez with the kick, the pitch, and there's a base hit to right field. 1 out of 4 for Brendan Donovan. He just guided the ball in between India and Steer. Wilson Contreras comes up with a runner on. Jojo Romero got 2 outs in the 8th inning. He walked a batter. And Andrew Kittredge got the last out in the 8th by striking out Noelvi Marte, setting the stage for Helsley. See if the Cardinals can get some more support here for their pitching. Contreras takes a pitch high for a ball. The pitchers of record, the starters. Palante on the upside, Montas on the downside. The 1-0 for Wilson Contreras, a big swing and a foul back. 92 on the inside corner. Contreras is looking for his 7th home run. 7 homers and 13 runs batted in for Contreras. His last home run was against Crochet of the White Sox on Cinco de Mayo. The pitch, outside and low, backhanded by Maile. The count favors the Cardinal catcher, the number 2 man in the order, Wilson Contreras. Wilson has been on with a walk. He was stranded at second base in the 3rd inning when the Cardinals scored their run. The 2-1 pitch from Nick Martinez. That's on the inside corner, 2-2. Contreras didn't think so. He backs away from home plate, asking for time, and that's granted. Alec Burleson is waiting on deck. He has the Cardinal RBI.
Ollie Marmol talking, and I think today's no exception, about how great it has been to have the energy of the crowd here. It feels like that's kind of back and strong again.
The 2-2 pitch, a foul ball over the screen.
And I would say he was saying to us, John, that that's a difference maker. I mean, you can feel it. The players can feel it. And it's been a great homestand. Now, there's more work to do here tonight, but the Cardinals have had a very, very good homestand.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out in the Cardinals' 8th, a 1-0 Cardinal lead. Nick Martinez on 2-2 for Contreras. A swing and a foul that goes through the legs of Maile. Contreras stays alive at 2-2. The Cardinals swept San Francisco, winning in Birmingham. That was a Cardinal home game. Then taking the next 2 last Saturday, Sunday. And then took 2 out of 3 from Atlanta, dropping last night's game to the Reds. The 2-2 pitch. Contreras takes inside.
Almost hit it.
So close. 92 in on the Cardinal catcher. 3-2 with Donovan at first base.
I do not think they'll run with Donovan, but they might.
Donovan has 2 steals in 3 attempts. On 3-2, a short lead at first base. Donovan bluffs a move, and there's a line drive into right center, a base hit. Donovan will stop at second. First and second, 1 out for Alec Burleson. Time to add on.
I didn't think they would run with Donovan for a couple of reasons. Contreras can strike out. That's number 1. Number 2, you want to make sure Burleson bats in this inning. And the last thing you want is to strike him out, throw him out. So Donnie was not running with the pitch. Had he been running with the pitch, he would have been able to make it to third base.
Well, it's Derek Johnson on a slow walk out to the mound for a word with Nick Martinez and the catcher, Luke Maile. The inning started with Ciani hitting a fly ball to left. Donovan got a base hit to right. Contreras on a 3-2 pitch, singled to right center field. And Burleson is coming up looking for his first hit. He is 0 for 1 with a walk, a sacrifice fly on a pop-up to short in short center field. Cianni's speed and the daring move by Pop Warner, the third base coach, to send Cianni, that has supplied us with the only run in the game so far. De La Cruz, an over-the-shoulder catch with his back to the infield, had an off-line throw that went past the catcher Maley. Cianni scored the game's only run. And down to second, Contreras on the air, but the Cardinals couldn't bring him in. Now Burleson faces Martinez. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. The pitch. Burleson takes a fastball right there, strike one.
It's the guy you want up right now, isn't it?
Burleson with 36 runs batted in. Make that 37 with his RBI on the sac fly. 12 homers. Holds the bat high over the left shoulder. The pitch to him. Up and in. That nearly hit him. 1-1. Donovan is the runner at second. Contreras at first base. The infield at double play depth. 1-0 Cardinals, bottom of the 8th inning. Nick Martinez kicks, he deals. And the slider is just inside. 2-1 on Burleson. Burleson, 25 years old, played his college ball at East Carolina. Holds the bat high, wearing the red batting gloves. The pitch to him. A swing and a foul ball going in between Stubby Clapp and Spencer Steer on down the right field line. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Donovan is looking for an opportunity to streak home. Burleson is looking to drive the ball, find an opening, and add on to the Cardinals' 1-0 lead. Donovan takes a short lead. The pitch in the dirt. 3-2 with 1 out, and Goldschmidt on deck. This place is waiting to erupt with a hit of some kind. A big crowd of 40,220. 3-2, 1 out. The runners lead at first and second as Martinez pitches. A swing, and the ball is popped up. It's foul on the first base side. Steer in the coach's box. He has it. 2 gone for Paul Goldschmidt. Goldie is grounded out and struck out. 0 for 5 in the series with a walk and a strikeout. Martinez gets a new baseball.
The Reds would have to admit that they've had chances to score in this game. The Cardinals have had a chance here in this inning to extend the lead, and the chance not over yet, up to Goldie.
The pitch to Goldschmidt. Up and in, ball 1. Well, Ricky, the Cardinals had 2 hits up until this inning, and they've doubled that total with singles by Donovan and Contreras. The hits are even at 4, but the Cardinals lead 1-0. Goldschmidt looking to add on. Martinez pitches. A swing, and there's a fly ball to right field. That's a play for Will Benson. He has it, and the Cardinals strand 2. They've left 6 on tonight. Well, let's hold them and go home. Helsley is ready for the 9th inning, with the Cardinals leading the Reds 1-0.
If you want to know what the players are saying, read Cardinal.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
court. Join me for a unique experience on the infield. We'll start with the fielding demonstration and then turn 2 double plays together. Every participant receives an autographed baseball and a voucher for 2 tickets to a Cardinals home game. A Cardinals team photographer will capture the action for every double play as well. For more information, visit cardinals.com/Ozzy, and I'll see you at the ballpark.
KMOX is Cardinals Radio.
We have reached the 9th inning, and the Cardinals are clinging to a 1-0 lead. And they have the best closer in baseball right now, Ryan Helsley.
28 saves for Helsley. The club record prior to the All-Star break is 30 by Lee Smith. That was in 1993. Helsley's been outstanding.
A career high, 28 saves. Espinal pops up the first pitch in the 9th inning. Crawford, the shortstop, 1 step on the outfield grass. He has it, 1 down. 1 pitch and 1 out. Espinal is 0 for 4 in a game brought to you by Budweiser, official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser. Enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment. Helsley recorded his Major League Baseball leading and career single-season best, 28th save on Wednesday against Atlanta. That was in Game 2 of the doubleheader. His previous high was 19 saves in 2022. The pitch is taken for a strike. A slider on the inside corner for Will Benson. Benson, 2 strikeouts, a walk and a stolen base. He was left at third when the Reds stranded the bases loaded in the 5th inning. The pitch, check swing, and that's in there for a strike. That pitch at 91 miles an hour from Helsley. 0-2. Helsley from the high set position with the bases empty. He deals a pitch in the dirt. He spiked that slider, 1-2. Benson with 8 homers, 24 RBIs, batting .192. A 2-hit game last night, 0 for 2 tonight. The outfielders straight up. Carlson's playing right field now in place of Burleson. The pitch by Helsley. A swing and a miss. He struck him out with a slider down and in. The Reds are down to their last out with Stuart Fairchild approaching the batter's box. Right-hander against right-hander.
Boy,
Cardinal fans are standing here at Busch Stadium.
Boy, he just overpowered Will Benson. I mean, he just absolutely carved him up. 1 more to go, however.
Here's Helsley facing Fairchild. 1 for 3 for Fairchild. A high fly ball, deep left field. Donovan on the track near the wall. He jumps. He made the catch. He made the catch and may have taken a home run away from Fairchild. That's a Redbird winner. Light up the night in downtown St. Louis. A long drive settled in the glove of Brendan Donovan. And the Cardinals hold on to win 1-0.
What an ending to a great game as Donnie went back to the wall. He jumped at the last minute, and he did. I think he took that from going over the wall. It would have been 1-1, but Donnie was the right man at the right place. What a good game he had defensively. Helsley picks up the save. Man, oh man, was that close. A 1-0 hard-fought victory for the Redbirds.
And Ricky and I will talk more about it after this.
Elevate your lifestyle at One Cardinal Way, where luxury meets home field advantage. Choose from stunning studio, 1-bedroom, and 2-bedroom